what's going
I know what's
I'm not
happening
sure what's going on
tonight.
tonight, but it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. You're witnessing like a very important moment.
Where
Katie
the
arrived,
team
like
just
she.
loses the plot.
Okay, so I'm gonna do. This Italian dish is primarily made up of pasta, cured pork, hot salted cheese, egg, and pepper. And this is pasta carbonara di Roma from Rome. So 2 points for you guys.
We forgot to mention you get a point from where it was invented, but hopefully you saw that.
Yeah. And we spend hours and hours designing the
Finally.
slides, doing them, going over them again and again and again. So
Finally,
yes. Name the 5 ingredients
in a Waldorf salad, and it is celery, apples, walnuts. I'm allergic to grapes. Hello, and welcome back to KCM's Homebound Quiz. I'm Katie.
I'm Christophe.
And this is Monkey. Hence the KCM in Homebound Quiz.
Indeed, yes. So welcome back if you know us already. Welcome new quizzers.
Yep, indeed, if you're new.
What we've done for the last 10 weeks, because today marks a big milestone. It's the 10th live weekly KCM Homebound Quiz.
Yeah. And last week, we actually asked several of those who were watching live for suggestions for this week. We had quite a lot of different ones. So we're actually ticking the box, I think, of 4 of them. Dogs and cats, we've combined into one round. We've got cartoons, and someone asked for medical and science, so we're doing a round on that. And then we're doing our general knowledge and pride, because it's Pride Month. So we figured, let's do a pride round.
Indeed. So it's 5 rounds, 10 questions each, roughly an hour, I would say. And what we've done as well, in addition to that, in the last 10 weeks, we've had produced some specialty quizzes.
Yes. Short, 10 questions only, but on various different topics, from horror movies to wine to celebrities, a range of celebrities, Las Vegas, list goes on.
Exactly, yeah. So please feel free to check them. Of course, not live. You can pause, you can check them at any time. And
exactly.
If
and if you're enjoying it, yep.
Please give us a big thumbs up.
Yep. Click that little red subscribe button if you want to be notified of any of our future upcoming quizzes, and that little bell for notifications.
That'd be much appreciated.
And then if you want to leave any comments, please feel free to leave them below or on our Facebook page.
Indeed.
So with much ado about nothing, shall we get started?
Yes. So first round.
So we're a bit quiet this evening, so we will check the volume to make sure we are
again?
Up. So obviously we've got general knowledge for the first round. In total, there will be 66 points. Very odd number, I know. But for this round, there's 12 points up for grabs.
Is the audio better? Because I boosted it, so
it
should
do shout
be better.
if the audio is better or if it needs to be turned up anymore. So, question number 1.
Indeed.
So answer for 1 point. Grand Central Terminal, New York, is the world's blank railway station. Is it the highest, the longest, or the largest? Grand Central Terminal, New York, is the world's blank railway station. A, highest, B, longest, or C, largest?
Monkey is gonna disappear for a short while. You will see her later. She goes dodo for a short while.
Or digs the carpet.
Or dig. Okay, so question number 2. So what is the art of stuffing animals for preservation? That's not in the dog and cat category.
No, that would be very morbid.
What is the art of stuffing animals for preservation? For 1 point, please.
And some people have a real fascination or hobby with it.
Yeah. For instance, if you watch Bates Motel.
Yeah, that's a nice little clue.
Yeah.
And question number 3. True or false? Pez comes from the German word for peppermint. True or false? Pez comes from the German word peppermint.
It's a good question.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for the chat.
I remember Pez, and you had all those weird...
The collectors as well.
Yeah, they are. Those weird little heads that pop up and you take kind of very strange invention, but
I think it's
a
still
joy for
around.
many kids. Yeah, I think it is.
I haven't seen them for a long while though, personally. Question number 4. So how many cookies are in a baker's dozen? So how many cookies are in a baker's dozen?
Not enough.
Depends on the cookie though.
Yeah, I baked some really good ones recently.
Yes.
Not good for the weight, but delicious.
Not so much the cupcakes, so we haven't been very lucky.
No,
recently.
Cupcakes haven't been very good.
So again, tell us if the audio is better, please. Question 5.
Question 5. So 1 point for each of these. We want the real names of these superheroes. So what is the superhero name for Superman? The real name of Catwoman, and the real name of Ant-Man. Obviously, we're not talking about the actors or anything that played them, but what their identity.
Their civil name? No? I mean, the
civilian name.
Civilian names,
Yeah.
sorry, civilian names. And if you don't know us already or follow our quizzes, so there's 2 breaks. During the breaks, you'll have an opportunity to see all the questions again, including any pictures we share.
Exactly.
So rest assured, you'll have time to find all the answers, hopefully. Question number 6. So crayons are made mostly of what? Is it wax? Is it milk fat? Or is it tree pulp? So for 1 point, what's the correct answer? Crayons are made mostly of wax, milk fat, or tree pulp?
Who knew?
You.
I did know, because I wrote this question.
Exactly.
Or researched this question, I should say.
Well, you research most questions, actually, so I'm just a technical guy in the back.
Question 7, continent for 1 point. Which continent is Eritrea located in? I'm going to sneeze.
Oh, that surely
Sorry.
upset it.
Allergies.
Monkey.
Which continent is Eritrea located in?
Monkey's got a problem with sneezing.
Yeah, she gives
She
you
hates it.
evil looks if you sneeze, apparently.
She's double standards because she sneezes as well.
We've tried giving her the same look back. It just doesn't have the same effect.
It falls flat. Question number 8. So which is longer? Is it 100 centimeters or is it 50 inches? So which is longer? Is it 100 centimeters or is it 50 inches?
It's one of those things, like I had to try and, when I was thinking about it, measure it out in my head, like exactly how. But if you know the imperial and metric system well, this should be a breeze.
Indeed.
Question number 9. Religion for 1 point. The fire temple is a place of worship for which of the following religions? Taoism, I'm going to try and pronounce this correctly, Zoroastrianism, Zoroastrianism, I think that's right, or Judaism. So which of those religions has the fire temple as the place of worship? I'm not going to repeat
I
the
was gonna
names
say, yes, you
again.
did.
I'm going to let you just read them.
I thought you would, actually. Just for fun. And the last question of the first round. So, how many sitting US presidents have been assassinated? It's a very joyful question. How many sitting US presidents have been assassinated?
Yep.
I was close, but I
You were
was
very
wrong.
close.
Close, but wrong.
Yeah, basically.
Real wrong.
And that brings us to the end of the general knowledge round.
Yep.
And we will move on to the new round as suggested by popular demand, cats and dogs. So this is all about cats and dogs in various ways. 11 points up for grabs. Question 1. Breed for 1 point. What breed of dog is Snoopy? What breed of dog is Snoopy? I think it's a little hard to tell from the comic strip, but it's not too far. But
I had no clue, actually. I would never have guessed.
Yeah, you thought it was a pug.
I thought it was a Doberman. No. I knew it wasn't a Schnauzer, let's put it that way.
It wasn't a Schnauzer, that's for sure.
Question number 2. So, in which continent do jaguars live? For 1 point, a continent, please. In which continent do jaguars live?
And we're not talking about, obviously, zoos or anything around the world or,
No. In the wild.
Parks. Yes. And let us know if you've seen any when you visited those places.
Yep. Joe, for instance.
Yeah. Maybe she did. Maybe she came across one.
Maybe she had a cup of tea with one.
Maybe she did. Name for 1 point. What was the name of the cat at the center of the search in Men in Black? What was the name of the cat at the center of the search in Men in Black? I remember this instantly when I was...
Do you remember the name instantly, though?
Yeah.
I was close, but I was far as well. Again. I hesitated between 2 and... Question number 4. True or false? Dalmatians are born without spots. Is it true or is it false? Dalmatians are born with or without spots.
Yeah. I remember seeing a lot more Dalmatians in the US than I've seen in England.
It's not super popular. We saw one, actually.
Are they
recently.
quite popular in Paris?
Not just in old CG animated movies.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say they're popular. I'm not sure they're very friendly as well.
Yeah. So we've got a picture for you. This is obviously a cat. If you don't know that, well, good luck on this round. Name this breed of cat for 1 point.
And that's pretty popular in common.
Yeah, they're very pretty. And every time I see them, I think of the Disney cartoon where they're in it and they sing a song about their breed.
Question 6. Which animal went to space first? Was it a cat or was it a dog? For 1 point.
Yep.
Got 50% chances in all fairness.
We've got a few, the 50% chance ones in this quiz. So don't want to make it too hard. There's some questions that are a bit tricky. I think science round's got a few tough ones.
I mean, the pride one as well.
Yeah. But there's a lot of ABC options and things throughout. Yes. So hopefully you shouldn't be stuck with one round with no points. All right. So question number 7, answer for 1 point. Who had a cat called Mr. Bigglesworth? Who had a cat called Mr. Bigglesworth? It's a great name.
That's funny. Bigglesworth. Was it last week during the quiz? It was raining like crazy, or is it 2 weeks ago already? I don't know.
Could be last week. It's
not
all blending into one right now.
No, we're like sweating. So question number 8. Do dogs or cats have more baby teeth? So do dogs or cats have more baby teeth?
Yep. Is it the puppies or the kittens? All I remember is when Monkey had baby teeth, they were like
Oh,
razors.
so sharp.
And I was so glad when they fell out and she got adult teeth because those things were painful.
We would find teeth everywhere. And the smell as well in our mouth.
Oof,
The,
yeah.
Iron smell. Blah. Question 9.
So, question 9. What is unusual about a Manx cat? Answer for 1 point. What is unusual about a Manx cat?
And feel free to share a picture of your cat if it's a Manx cat.
Yes.
Or anything else for that matter. Just to tag, please.
Tag
hashtag.
KCM Homebound Quiz so we can see pictures of your lovely little doggies and cats.
That'd be nice.
Definitely.
And in a second, the last question of round 2. It's pretty self-explanatory, but please name the dog and the cat on the picture.
Yeah, I think the cat's more well-known than the dog, but...
I didn't know the dog, but the cat, yeah. Taking a selfie of himself.
and omitting the dog.
Yeah. That's a very cat thing to do.
And it's also a dog looking totally happy and not realizing what's going on.
It's pretty accurate if you ask me. But... Okay.
So that was round 2 finished. And now onto the third round before we hit our break. As you said, we're celebrating Pride because that's this month. And we've got 13 points up for grabs. So let's get going. So, and this hopefully should be an easy one since we brought it up a couple times. What month is officially Pride Month? Or certainly is in the US and the UK. What month is Pride Month? 1 point.
You've said it 22 times already. So.
Yep. So if you don't get it, shame on you for not listening.
Question 2. So name the city where the Stonewall Inn riots broke out on June the 28th of 1969. So was it Detroit, a lovely city? Was it Philadelphia or was it New York City? So name the city where the Stonewall Inn riots broke out on June the 28th of 1969. Was it Detroit, Philly, or New York City?
Yep. East Coast side. Question number 3. So we've got some pictures here of famous LGBT plus people. We would like you to name who these people are for 1 point each. Some are a little easier than others, I think, but we'll see how you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard not to give a clue about one, but I'm trying not to because I think it'll totally give it away if I tell that clue. So don't give any more answers away, Katie.
Not like the Las Vegas a few weeks back.
I know.
That was your best one. Question number 4. So what years was gay marriage legalized in the UK and in the USA? 2 different years, obviously. What years was gay marriage legalized in the UK and in the USA? 1 point each.
Yep.
I mean, it's pretty close. Huh?
It's close.
The 2 years, but it's not the same year.
Yep. That was a nice little clue.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to help.
Question number 5. So the rainbow flag consists of 6 colors, as you can see behind in the background. But how many colors did the original flag have? The rainbow flag consists of 6 colors. But how many colors did the original flag have? I was actually watching this thing on BuzzFeed about one of the 3 people who had created the flag, the original flag. I think it was in San Francisco. Very interesting story.
Question number 6. So, which TV show premiered first? Which TV show premiered first? The L Word or Queer as Folk? So, for 1 point, please tell us which TV show premiered first. Was it the L Word or Queer as Folk?
Yeah, and Queer as Folk actually had 2 versions, the US version and the UK one.
Mm-hmm.
But
UK
that wouldn't
was prior to the US.
I think the UK one came out first, but that shouldn't impact the answer. So, question 7. How many people took part in the first Pride Festival in the UK? Was it A, 750, B, 1,500, or C, 2,000? How many people took part in the first Pride Festival in the UK? Was it 750, 1,500, or 2,000? Small numbers, all of them compared to how big it is now. How many people participate?
Question number 8, again, true or false? So Denmark was the first country in 1972 to legally allow its citizens to transition. Is it true or is it false? Denmark was the first country in 1972 to legally allow its citizens to transition.
Yeah, tough question, but it is at least a 50-50% chance of getting it right or wrong.
It's good that round because there's a lot of historical facts.
Yeah,
and,
definitely. Slightly more serious, but it's, important to have something a bit more cerebral. So, question number 9, TV show. The first lesbian wedding in a U.S. TV show occurred on which popular sitcom in 1996? So, what TV show did that happen on? And pay attention, obviously, to the year because I'll give you a clue to what shows we're on. The first lesbian wedding in a U.S. TV show occurred on which popular sitcom in 1996?
And we might or might not have a couple of specialty quizzes on that show.
Yes. Oh,
very good plug.
A plug and a clue.
They're good quizzes as well, those two, so check them out. Question number 10, so the final question of the first 3 rounds. The first documented gay rights organization was founded by Henry Gerber in 1924. But what US city was it founded in? The first documented gay rights organization was founded by Henry Gerber in 1924. But what US city was it founded in?
Yeah, it's not like a really small, obscure city. It's pretty well known. So, and that was that. 3 rounds gone. Poof. So we are going to leave you now for a 5-minute break.
For a 5-minute break.
5-minute break.
So you'll have all the questions again. So and photos.
And, check your answers. Go grab a drink or do whatever you need to do. And we will see you very shortly.
In 5. welcome
we're
back.
back.
Hello, guys.
All three of us, but someone who's very sleepy. She's snoring in my hands actually at the moment. So we'll put her back in her little bed down there.
Lucy lies.
I want to sleep.
Yeah, she's very tired. We wanted to show you Monkey again, but
exactly.
Yeah,
She's waking up. So we hope you had a chance to go through your answers, and we will get kicking off now to see how you did.
Yes.
So general knowledge being the first category up, and question 1 or answer 1 is Grand Central Terminal in New York is the world's largest railway station.
Yep.
With 44 platforms, I believe.
Cats and dogs is hard, yeah. Question number 2. So the art of stuffing animals is called taxidermy.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not going to stuff you.
She's like, yeah, I want food. You can't stuff me with food.
Stuff me with food. All right. True or false? Pez comes from the German word peppermint, and that is true.
You can pause again if we're too fast on the answers. Question number 4. So how many cookies are in a baker's dozen? It's 13.
Yep. The happiest dozen there is.
Yeah.
So superhero real names. Superman is Clark Kent. Catwoman is Selena Kyle. And Ant-Man is Scott Lang.
And monkey's digging.
Again.
In the background. Question number 6. So crayons are made mostly of wax.
Yep. Question 7. Which continent is Eritrea located in? And it is located in Africa.
Question 8. Which is longer? 50 inches is longer than 100 centimeters.
Yep. By quite a lot.
Yep.
And of course, the answer is the one I don't want to pronounce, but the fire temple is a place of worship for which of the following religions? And it is Zoroastrianism.
Very good. We do
Yes.
it the second time just for
Zoroastrianism.
Very good.
Nailed it.
And in question number 10, how many sitting US presidents have been assassinated? It's a grand total of 4.
Yeah. I should be able to list them, but I'm trying to remember all 4. So cats and dogs. Let's see how you did on these 11 points. Apparently it was a very hard round. So what breed of dog is Snoopy? And he's a beagle. Although it makes sense because he does howl a lot, and beagles love to howl.
Question number 2, jaguars live in South America.
What was the name of the cat at the center of the search in Men in Black? And it was Orion. They were looking for Orion's belt.
Yeah, and he had it around his neck.
Yep,
in the
little
pendant.
charm.
Yeah. Question number 4. So Dalmatians are born without spots. That's true.
Yep. Little white doggies. And this breed is Siamese.
Yep.
Famously, their song in Lady and the Tramp.
Question number 6. So which animal went to space first? It's a dog in that case, in 1957.
Yep, I think it was 1963 that a cat was then sent into space.
Finally, cats made it.
Yes. And who had a cat called Mr. Bigglesworth? And it was Dr. Evil from Austin Powers. That was the bald cat, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Question number 8. So dogs, again, have more baby teeth than cats with 28.
Yep. Cats have 26 as kittens. And then they get a lot more like dogs when they fall out. So what is unusual about a Manx cat? And it has no tail, or a very sort of nub, I think.
What is question number 9? Sorry, what is unusual about a Manx cat? You just said it, yeah.
Yep, just
sorry,
said
I was
it.
distracted with the chat. I'm sorry. Thank you for your contribution there, by the way. Question number 10. So the dog is Garfield, of course, and the cat is Garfield, and
Garfield.
The dog is Odie.
Yep, Odie.
Odie. I knew Garfield. I didn't know Odie, but.
So round 3, Pride. Let's see how you did with these 13 points. What month is officially Pride Month? And it is June, the month we are in, hence why we thought we would do this round.
You mentioned a few times before.
I mentioned it many times.
Question number 2. So the city where the Stonewall Inn riots broke out on June 28th, 1969 was New York City.
Yeah.
Big Apple.
And so who are these famous people? The first one is RuPaul.
Hello.
I think he does host the Drag Race show on TV.
Yes.
The second one is Harvey Milk. A lot of people will probably associate Sean Penn because he played that in the film. And Ellen DeGeneres, a very famous talk show host at the moment.
Question 4. What years was gay marriage legalized in the UK and the USA? It's respectively 2014 in the UK and 2015 in the US.
Yep. Question 5. The rainbow flag consists of 6 colors, but how many did the original flag have? And it had 9 because it also included hot pink, turquoise, and indigo.
Hot pink.
Hot pink, yeah, not just pink, but like hot pink. There's a reason behind
hot pink.
Well, there's a reason behind each of the colors is actually meaning. So
what is hot pink?
I can't remember.
Okay.
But
question number 6. So Queer as Folk was the first TV show which premiered before the L Word.
I believe the L Word was 2001 or 2, whereas Queer as Folk, the British one was 1999. I think the US one was 2000, roughly.
And Charlie Hunman was in there, no?
Yeah, so the guy that was in
Sons of
Anarchy actually was in Queer as Folk, the UK one.
Quite a different role, actually.
Yeah. This is your one.
Question number 7. How many people took part in the first Pride Festival in the UK? And that was 2,000, so it's a decent number.
Yep.
I don't know, it's like
tiny compared to now. Yeah. Sorry, that was my question, so I'll take yours.
That's what I thought, actually. Yeah.
Sorry. So true or false, Denmark was the first country in 1972 to legally allow citizens transition. It's false because that was actually Sweden in 1972.
Sweden. Do it again, or do you want to...
You go for it.
Okay, the first lesbian wedding in a US TV show occurred on Friends back in 1996. And we've got 2 specialty quizzes about Friends, one about animals and one about celebrities. So
in Friends.
Please feel free to check them.
Yeah, and that was Carol, who was Ross's ex-wife, her marriage. And U.S. city for 1 point. The first documented gay rights organization was founded by Henry Gerber in 1924, but what city was it founded in? And it was founded in Chicago.
Yep.
So how did you do in those first 3 rounds? Let us know your points so far or down below. Make some comments. Did you enjoy any of those rounds? Do you want us to do them again in future? Let us know your thoughts.
Yes, please.
So let's get moving on to the final 2 rounds. Cartoons.
18 points up for grabs.
This is probably the largest point heavy round we've done. So hopefully you like cartoons. Question 1. Cartoon for 1 point. Which cartoon is set in the 100-Acre Woods? We're starting off slightly easier, although the next question I think is harder. But the first one should be fairly easy. Which cartoon is set in the 100-Acre Woods? I remember it fondly. I think I even played one of the characters in my preschool play.
On skates? Or...
No. I was like 2 or 3.
Oh. Question number 2. So 3 points up for grabs on that round. Please name the cartoons. So 1 point each. And again, you know the drill. It's going to be displayed during the break. So
yeah.
You can also take a picture with your smartphone and
and they're from 3 different countries, trying to make it a bit fair.
And I'm a bit ashamed, but I knew just one.
Yes, you did.
The most difficult on the list.
Question number 3. So we've got 1 point for each of these. We want you to name the celebrity voices. So who voiced these characters? Princess Fiona in Shrek, Woody in Toy Story, and Gru in Despicable Me. Love Despicable Me.
Such a fun voice he came up with.
I know. Princess Fiona in Shrek, Woody in Toy Story, or Gru in Despicable Me. Name the celebrity voices.
Yep. Question 4. What is the name of the bear who loves to steal picnics?
Monkey.
Yeah. What is the name of the bear who loves to steal picnics? It's one of the most well-known bears, I guess.
Yeah. Is that a picnic basket?
Funny. I don't know how popular it is those days, though. It's still popular with kids, that or?
Maybe. I don't really watch kids' cartoons much.
No, I know that. Yeah.
Question 5. Answer 1 point each. Which cartoon character is known for the line, "That's all, folks"? And what is the name of the show? Which cartoon character is known for the line, "That's all, folks"? And what is the name of the show? I got this wrong when I was trying to quiz myself, and so did you.
Me
You
too.
said the same thing that I did.
No, I know that I visualize it, but yeah, before
Yeah.
I was foolish. Question number 6. So the vultures in the Jungle Book were modeled after which music group or band? The vultures in the Jungle Book were modeled after which music group?
Yeah.
And I couldn't answer because I couldn't visualize, but now that I see
that
the
you,
haircuts
I know,
and everything,
yeah.
it makes sense. A lot of sense even.
Yeah, the whole stylizing of them.
Yeah.
So we have fans of this round.
Good, thank you.
So, true or false? The Lady and the Tramp was almost called the Lady and the Bozo. The Lady and the Tramp was almost called the Lady and the Bozo.
It's one of those things. I mean, if it had been the Lady and the Bozo, it would probably stick, and people would say, okay.
Yeah.
And it might have been called Lady and the Tramp, and people would be like,
What?
Lady and the Bozo. Yeah.
So is that true or false?
Question 8. The name Simba comes from what language? The name Simba comes from what language?
We both know a few words in this language, strangely.
Yeah. I can...
No, I don't think you say anything because they'll give it away.
Okay.
You can say it during the answers.
Show sentence.
I know which one it'll be too.
I'll tell you that. I'd like some chicken, please.
That's the words he knows.
Please give us 20 likes for that.
So we have a picture of a well-known house in this cartoon, but who does it belong to? What is the name of this cartoon?
And the family living there.
Yeah. Name the cartoon. Oh, I just saw a thumb up fly.
I saw as well. I saw something. I was like,
That's
is it me or is it? Where is it from?
I think if people click like or the thumbs up, it suddenly flies up on the side of our screen. If you did just click a thumbs up, like, thanks.
Thank you very much. Okay, merci, bonjour. Bienvenue. Question 10, so the last question of the fourth round. What are the first names of the Flintstones and Rubbles couples? So what are the first names of those two famous couples, the Flintstones and the Rubbles?
Yep.
1 point each, so per first name.
Per first name, exactly. So. Yeah, it's definitely, if someone does give a thumbs up, a little thumb flies up on our screen. So thank you for the person who did it again.
Thank you.
So that was Cartoons Round. We hope you liked it. It was quite a fun one, I think. And now we go to more serious science. Well, someone requested medicine and science last week, so we're doing it.
More heavy.
More heavy, but 12 points to finish off that total 66. So question 1, answer for 1 point. Which of the following is a symptom of hypothermia? Is it A, slurred speech, B, hunger, or C, an increase in mental acuity? Which of the following is a symptom of hypothermia? Is it A, slurred speech, B, hunger, or C, increase in mental acuity? Hopefully no one has had to experience hypothermia. Sounds awful.
Question 2. So how many ribs does a human have? So how many ribs do we have? 1 point, please.
Yep. Do you think people right now are going 1, 2, 3, 4?
1 second.
I didn't know this, but you did, I think.
No, I think I was close, but...
I was way off. But I never really did too much.
You said 55. That was weird.
55 ribs.
Kidding.
So, century for 1 point. No, I just thought it was your round. Sorry. Century for 1 point. In which century was Sir Isaac Newton born? In which century was Sir Isaac Newton born? You didn't know this one, but you were close, I think.
I knew that one.
Oh, you did know this one?
Yep.
Yes, you did. You got it right.
Yes, I'm not lying. I knew that one. Yes, I did. You didn't know that one. Question number 4. The MMR vaccine protects against which 3 disease? So please name every one of those diseases for 3 points max. The MMR vaccine protects against which 3 diseases?
Yep.
Yeah. I didn't know that because I didn't even know the words in English, actually. It's one of those vaccines in France a long time ago. And yeah, my knowledge of disease is not super
That's
wide,
okay.
actually.
I didn't marry you for your knowledge of diseases.
Well.
Metal for 1 point. Rose gold gains its color from adding which metal to the gold? So we need the name of the metal that you would add, which is rose gold gains its color from adding what metal to the gold?
In the background.
Oh, monkey. I like rose gold. Rose gold's suddenly like gone crazy in the last couple of years, been really popular.
Question 6. What was the first name of the American astronomer after whom the Hubble telescope was named? Was it Edward? Was it Erwin? Or was it Edwin? So what was the first name of the American astronomer after whom the Hubble telescope was named? Was it Edward? Was it Erwin? Or was it Edwin?
Starts with E.
But I got it. Like
you got it.
Random luck.
Really? I thought you knew
No,
it.
I knew, of course. And there was luck.
So question 7, where in the human body can the limbic system be found? Where in the human body can the limbic system be found? I did not know this. I clearly do not know much about anatomy because
No, I didn't get that right.
I thought you had 55 ribs. I thought the limbic system was in your nose.
Thought you had 2 hearts.
Yes.
Bizarre, yeah. Question 8. On the periodic table, what symbol stands for silver? So on the periodic table, what symbol stands for silver?
I feel like for any quizzes, you need to like memorize a periodic table because there's always some sort of question about.
It's one of those symbols, actually. It's easier in French with the French or Latin name.
Ah, that's a good clue. So if you know French or Latin, hopefully that will help.
Because silver in French is argent.
Oh, okay.
So anyway.
Clue. Question number 9. Is the surface or the atmosphere of the sun hotter? So which is the hottest part? Is it the surface or the atmosphere of the sun?
Can't hear, but monkey is
snoring up a storm. I think the heat has got to her.
It's pretty toasty in this room.
Yeah, especially with all the lights.
Yeah. That's the cost of having a good quality production.
Yeah. It's like CNN in here with all this lights.
Most quizzes we watch online, they're shot in a cave, or like they don't have any lights. It looks like really bad. The audio is poor. So hopefully at least you appreciate the production value. And question number 10, the final question of today.
Yep.
Today's quiz. Lightning never strikes the same place more than once. So is it true or is it false? That's a common saying. Lightning never strikes the same place more than once.
Yeah, was it lightning never strikes twice? That's what they say?
Yeah.
So let us know. Is that true or is that false? Say finito.
Et voilà.
So another break, this time slightly shorter, 3 minutes. So again, top up your drinks, do what you need to do, check those questions that you may have missed or want to think about more. In the slides, you'll have the previews.
Yep.
And we'll see you in a sec.
See you in 3. welcome back.
Welcome back. Sans the dog this time. She's being left to herself. Yep, seems like cartoons is a popular one, so maybe we'll do it again in future.
Thank you for your feedback, yeah.
Yep, so let's get going with cartoons and the answers.
And feel free to share your scores in the live chat.
Yeah, definitely. We want to see how you did, especially with the 18 points this round since it's popular.
Yeah.
So question 1. Which cartoon is set in the 100 Acre Woods? And it's Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
I played Pooh.
And I played Tigre. No,
That makes sense.
no idea. Question number 2. So cartoons from left to right. The first one is Daria. Got no clue what it is. Rocco's Modern Life and Peppa Pig.
Yep. So
That's
the
the one I got.
US, the New Zealand, and the UK.
Tintins.
I'm pretty sure Peppa Pig's from the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So who voiced these characters? Princess Fiona in Shrek was voiced by Cameron Diaz. Woody in Toy Story was Tom Hanks. And Gru in Despicable Me was Steve Carell.
Hysterical good.
Yeah.
Steve. Question number 4. So the name of the bear who loves to steal picnics, it's Yogi.
Yep. And his
Yogi the
little nephew,
bear.
Boo Boo. And the park
Boo Boo.
ranger is always after them. Some
Yeah.
people know a bit about park rangers.
Yeah, you're talking about Joe. Okay. Question number 5.
Which cartoon character is known for the line, "That's all, folks"? And what is the name of the show? And it is Porky Pig in Looney Tunes. I, for some reason, always thought it was Bugs Bunny, but no, Porky Pig.
Yep. Yeah, me too. Question 6. So the vultures in the Jungle Book were modeled after the Beatles. All right, now remember their haircuts.
Yep. The mop tops. So Lady and the Tramp was almost called the Lady and the Bozo, and this is true. Probably good it wasn't.
I think we can say once again, Walt Disney was inspired actually to stick with Lady and the Tramp.
Yes.
Question number 8. The name Simba comes from Swahili.
Yep.
So Jumbo Jumbo. And I can say Mimi Naomba Kukumoja. Like some chicken. Mimi Naomba
So,
Kukumoja.
You know, world-saving sort of phrases there for you.
Chicken cuckoo. It is.
So this is the house of the Simpsons.
The Simpsons. And question 10. So the names of the Flintstones, it's Fred and Wilma. And the Rubbles, it's Barney and Betty.
Yep.
So how many points out of 18? Please share your results down below.
Yeah, let us know how you did that round.
Yep.
So science, 12 points up for grabs. And question number 1, which of the following is a symptom of hypothermia? And it is A, which is slurred speech.
Because increase in mental acuity wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, let's go for hypothermia. How many ribs does a human have? It's not 55, it's 24.
Just for the record, I didn't actually think it was 55. So in which century was Sir Isaac Newton born? And it was the 17th century.
13 is very good.
Yep.
Well done. The MMR vaccine protects against 3 diseases, and it's the measles, the mumps, and the rubella.
Yep, also known as German measles, apparently.
Rubella?
I think so.
The German measles.
Metal,
Good.
rose gold gains its color from adding which metal to gold, and it's copper.
Question number 6. The first name of the American astronomer after whom the Hubble telescope was named is Edwin.
Yep.
Edwin Hubble.
And where in the human body can the limbic system be found? And it's in the brain.
Yep. Question number 8. On the periodic table, what symbol stands for silver? It's Ag.
What's it in French again?
Argent.
Argent. Makes
So
sense.
it's argentium maybe in Latin.
And is the surface or the atmosphere of the sun hotter? The atmosphere is hotter. Not that I'd like to touch either.
Be long gone, long before that.
Long gone.
Disappearing in the void of space. Question number 10. Lightning never strikes the same place more than once. It's totally false.
Yeah, so
Can
that
be.
poor sucker who got struck twice in the same place.
Yeah. When you say go where it already struck, so you're safe, not quite.
Don't do it. Anyway, that's it for our 10th quiz. We've been going for 2.5 months every week.
10th
Plus-
is a big milestone, so
Yeah, Indeed. So we have decided we're going to take a bit of a break from the live quizzes because they take a huge amount of time. It's been really, really fun. And it doesn't mean we won't be doing them again. But what we will do is we'll post on Facebook and our various social media when we are going to do another one again. But we just need a little bit of a break for a few weeks.
Yeah, it takes like so much time, not just to source the questions, which it's been mostly Katie for the last few weeks, put them together, double check, triple check, do the technology part of things. But we also have like a lot of specialty quizzes, as we mentioned before, and there's still like 3 or 4 I think we're gonna post.
Yep, exactly.
So please.
But that
stay
also
tuned.
do send us like in these comments for these videos or tag us in any social media thing with hashtag KCM Homebound Quiz with topics you want. And when we gain some more ideas, we'll put things together. So when we are ready to do another one, we will have plenty of ideas to hopefully satisfy that quiz desire. But in the meantime, thank you so much. Please do give us a thumbs up, subscribe, even though it'll be a little break, and a bell for any notifications so you know when we are live again. And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, everybody. Yes, so thank you so much and see you soon.
See you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.